Hey guys, welcome back to another video at Jensen's Reptiles. So today is going to be the second installment of the weekly histories. I'm just going to be talking about each of my 10 snakes each week for 10 weeks, and you can get to know them a little bit. So today we're going to be looking at Nacho, who is super curious right now. And there he is, shiny little guy. So Nacho is a Mexican black king snake. As you can see, he is jet black and super shiny. He's got a little white mark under his chin, but that's about it. It's feeding day today, so he's actually really interested in what I'm doing. So I'm going to try and get him to come over here. He's also a little bit shy, so he might come out as I'm talking, most likely. But if I move closer to him, he might run off. So, as I said, Nacho is a Mexican black king snake. I've had him for just over a year. He is a gorgeous little guy. He's grown exponentially since I've had him. He was curled up the size of a 50p coin when I got him. So tiny. He went straight into this enclosure, and to be honest, it was so hard to find him initially. He was so small. Now he's a bit bigger, and also he comes out to say hello. So as you can see, as soon as I open the cage, he is like, "Oh hi, what's that? Is that a mouse? Can I have it?" And if it's not a mouse, then generally he's like just happy to sit and chill. It's actually feeding day today, as I said, so I'm hoping I can catch a clip of him later. It's really hard to film in here because he is actually on top of a stack of 3. So his lights are back here, as you can see, which means that when I have the lid open, the light is shining in my face rather than down on him, making it a little bit difficult to film. I apologise again for my heavy breathing. I'm in kind of on the inside of a nasty chest infection, so I'm getting better now finally. But yeah, there's a lot of wheezing and puffing going on in the background, so I do apologise. What I might do is get Nacho out in just a moment so you can see him better and you can see how big he is now. But for now, I'm just going to show you his enclosure. So this is his little baby setup. When he's a bit bigger, he'll get a nice 4-foot enclosure with lots of space to climb. Currently, he is in this Monkfield terrarium, which is doing the job. It's not the best, but it suits him well for now. He's got plenty of places to hide, so he has his main hide here, one in the middle, one over at the end. He mainly likes to hide behind and under this piece of grass, and also in the middle here. This enclosure has a glass panel over this half of it, and his heat mat is over on this side here. So sometimes he'll be over on this side, getting warm. But that's his enclosure. I'm not going to go into too much detail. I'll save that for a setup video at some point in the future. In fact, I've already done one on this enclosure, so you can always go check that out if you want to. But yeah, I'm going to get Nacho out, and you can see him close up, and I'll talk a bit about where I got him from and why I got him. Right, so I've got a super awkward setup here. I'm going to try and get some good shots of this little guy. So this is Nacho. You can see he's getting quite big compared to my thumb. He was less than half that size when I first got him. So let me talk a bit about why I got a king snake. So most of my animals are rescues, so I have a lot of, well, not a lot, but I have a few royal pythons and a few corn snakes, and most of them being rescues, which is always really great, and it's super rewarding to rescue animals. But I really wanted something different, and I wanted something that had the similar care requirements to a corn snake, but just something a little different. So I went for a king snake, and the Mexican black really stood out to me. And it took me a few months to find a breeder, but eventually I found a great breeder, actually, who had a whole selection of king snakes and milk snakes, and he had 3 Mexican blacks left, so I absolutely jumped on the opportunity, and I got Nacho, I think about 2 days later actually, so I got him pretty soon after. The guy was so kind and drove him all the way to my house, which was about a 2-hour drive, so really kind of him to drive all the way, and for no extra cost as well. And then I had little Nacho, and I'm super glad to have him. He is an awesome snake. I know the filming's a little bit awkward here, so I'm actually going to cut this off, and I'll get some shots of him eating later, and maybe I can get someone to help me film him another time so you can see him a bit better. But there he is, he's a good lad. Just going to offer Nacho his mouse, but I need him to come over to the side for me. Let's see if I can get his attention over here. Come on, little buddy. There we go. Right. As usual, didn't get most of that on camera. He was too busy coming out of the enclosure. So that's Nacho. He's on small mice at the moment and growing nicely. So I'll leave him to enjoy that. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you're new, please subscribe. If you did enjoy the video, hit the like button, and I will catch up with you all soon.